Hi everyone, this is Ron Reardon, founder of Patents and More and author of the Creative Thoughts Journal. Today we're going to be talking about the 4 items that I believe are absolutely essential to be able to take something from your head into the marketplace. Now there are hundreds of items that are factors that could be involved with doing it, but there are 4 that I consider to be absolutely critical. Okay, and the very first one is the idea itself. Is this not only just a mediocre so-so idea? Not only is this a good idea, is this really a great idea? Does it have the characteristics of what it takes for it to, the product or the service to really succeed in the marketplace? Now, if you go to patentsandmore.com and download the free report, you'll be able to self-assess your idea against 41 different dimensions, and I recommend that you do that. But some of the basics is, very first one is the margins. Does this have the profit potential to be successful? If it can be created and packaged and put on the shelf for $1, will it sell for $5 or more? That 1 to 5 ratio is very, very critical. When you see all of the as seen on TV items that are going for $19.99, you know that they're being manufactured and packaged for $2, $3, $4, and then being sold for $19.95. And those are the kind of margins that you actually need to have to be successful. Other elements to be considered is your target market. Does your target market have a problem that they want solved? Do they want something that's going to be convenient to save them time, to make them healthier, wealthier, or wise? Is this something that's going to be appealing to your target market? And do they have not only the ability to pay, but the willingness to pay for this item? Does it solve a problem, and can it be easily demonstrated? Are some of those items that you want to look at. Then the next item that you want to look at, in addition to the really great idea, is the team. I mean, the plan. You need to have a really good plan in order to go forward. And on this plan, you need to think about, are you going to be creating your own company, or are you going to be licensing? And if you're going to be licensing, are you going to have an exclusive license with just one entity, or is it going to be something that's going to be licensed to multiple entities? And you need to think through exactly, what markets are going to be, how you're going to be approaching those markets, where are you going to be having this particular item manufactured, and also, is it going to be shipped? How's it going to be delivered? How's it going to be packaged? There's going to be a lot of items that you need to consider in addition to just the initial thought that you have for a new concept, a new product to go into the marketplace. Then, in addition to the plan, the next thing that you want to look at is the team that I mentioned earlier. And some people say the team comes first, some people say the plan comes first. These two can be interchanged, or they can be done in parallel. But you definitely need to have a team of people that have complementary skills that can do things that you can't do, because the John Wayne approach of innovation is long gone. Even Thomas Edison had a whole herd of folks, working with him, at his skunk works, being able to develop all the different items that he developed. And if you're going to be going for investment, or anything like that, one of the things they're going to be looking at is who's on your team. Who's your board of advisors, your board of directors, the folks that are assisting you and guiding you in this process. And what are their credentials? Have they taken something from zero to multiple millions of dollars before, and this is just one more item that they're doing? Or is everybody in this, brand spanking new and, virgins in the marketplace? When you go to investors, they're going to want to know who is on the team, and because they look not only at the product or service that you're providing, they look at the business behind it, and they want to make sure that there's a kind of a low risk on what is going to be done. And if they've got a team of experienced people, then that lowers the risk, and that makes the venture a lot more appealing to them, and they're a little bit more willing to write you the checks. Now, you got the idea, you got the plan, you got the team, and the very last item is funding, okay? Is what kind of funding are you going to be needing? as you go forward with this, at the beginning you're going to be investing some money and there's not going to be a return. And so you need to take a look at the cash flow and exactly when you expect to have the product in the marketplace and what the developmental costs are going to be of getting everything ready. And then, what the timeline is to where you break even. Because, if it's going to be self-funding, you need to make sure that you've got adequate reserves to be able to go the distance. And if you're going to be needing outside funding, then you need to be looking at, where, what's the sources going to be? Is it going to be angel investors? Is it going to be friends and family? The old saying is that there's the 4 F's involved in funding. There's the founder, which is the person that you look in the mirror. And then there's family, and then there's friends, and then there's what they call foolhardy investors or angels that know that for every 10 items that they invest in, 9 of them are going to go south, and 1 of them is going to succeed tremendously. And of course, you're going to hope that what yours is doing is going to actually be the one that has spectacular success. So the 4 elements that really move the needle, that can really enhance the probability of success for an individual inventor, are the great idea, the thorough plan, the right team, and adequate funding. So those are the items that I believe are absolutely essential. So this is Ron Reardon, founder of Patents and More, and I hope that this has been helpful to you.